Hello everyone, I'm going to show you why I love the Hamilton Beach two-way FlexBrew coffee maker. This coffee maker lets you brew a full 12-cup pot of coffee or a single-serve K-cup, or you can use your own coffee grounds on the single-serve side. So on the left-hand side, it's like a normal coffee maker where you can brew a full 12-cup carafe of coffee, or you can brew 4. You can brew anywhere in between here. It's got a warming plate that keeps the coffee warm. On the right-hand side, this is where we've got our K-cup. We can put a K-cup in here, and you can brew a K-cup on the single-serve side. It's very simple to operate. And on the right-hand side, it even has this tray here, and underneath the tray is a reusable filter. We can put our own coffee grounds in here, put your own coffee grounds in here, and brew a single-serve coffee on the single-serve side. Put it in there like that. Close the lid, and then you can brew a coffee using your own coffee grounds. So on the single serve side, we've got a needle that's going to pierce the top of the K-cup, and there's a needle that's going to pierce the bottom of the K-cup to brew our K-cup. We've got this funnel. This funnel has to stay in there all the time, whether you're using the reusable K-cup or a K-cup. When you're brewing a K-cup, you're going to put the water back here, and it's going to brew how much ever water you put in there. It's got a little window on here. You can brew from 6 to 14 ounces. So each time you brew a single serve side, you got to fill up this little reservoir. And how much ever water you put in here is how much it's going to brew your coffee. Same with the carafe. We've got a standard coffee filter basket. It's got the plunger on the bottom. That's got Post-brewing. You do have to put a filter in here. This is an 8 to 12 cup basket style filter. It's got a nice big opening where you pour the water. There's the brew head. Come around here, it's got a window on the side to show you how much water. Again, on the coffee maker side, how much ever water you put in here, when you press the brew button, that's how much it's going to brew. So if you only want 8 cups, just fill it up to the 8 cup mark, and when you press the brew button, it'll just brew 8 cups. Control panel is very easy to operate. When you're wanting to do the carafe side, you press the carafe. When you want to do a single serve side, press the single serve side and this lights up. We can do a bold brew or a regular brew on the single serve side and the carafe side. You can program the coffee maker side to come on anytime you want by programming it. You cannot program the single serve side to come on automatically. So if you want to wake up in the morning to a fresh pot of coffee, you can program this. And then to start the brew, you just press the brew button right there. Okay, so let's brew a single serve. You just lift this lever, this lifts up. Be careful of the sharp needles. Put your K-cup in. When you close the lid, it pierces the top and the bottom at the same time. We've got it on single serve side. We've got to add our water back here. I like to do mine on 8 ounces. So again, you got to add 8 ounces of water to the reservoir. Okay. Close the lid. We've got it on single serve side. Now you just press the brew button. It's got a little light that lights up there. What's going to happen is it's going to heat this water up first. Then it's going to turn a pump on and shoot it through the K-cup. Okay, so after about a minute and 20 seconds, it starts brewing. Let's see the temperature of the brew. About 190 coming out the bottom there. 192. It smells really good. And again, it takes just any standard K-cup. Okay, so in under 2 minutes, you've got a very nice single serve cup of coffee. Let's see what you end up with temperature-wise. So around 167, 168. That's a very hot cup of coffee. Cleanup is very easy on the K-cup side. Be careful, these can be hot. You can take this whole assembly over there, or you can just take the K-cup out. It pierced the top and the bottom. Okay, so now let's make a pot of coffee. Again, you got to have this filter basket in. You need an 8 to 12 cup paper filter. Just put it in there like that. It takes any standard medium ground coffee. I like to do 1 tablespoon per cup I'm going to brew. I'm only going to do a 6 cup pot of coffee, so I'm going to put 6 tablespoons. If I was going to do the full 12 cups, I would put 12 tablespoons of coffee in here. Okay, I've got all 6 tablespoons of coffee in. Now I've got my carafe filled up to the 6 mark. I'm going to pour it in the back. Again, it's going to brew whatever amount of water you put back here. Each time you press that brew button, that's how much coffee you're going to get. Make sure you put this back. It's got the lid on. Close this. I've got my water in. And I press the carafe side now. The carafe is lit up. And I press the brew. I could do a bold brew, but I'm going to do just a regular brew. And it says the word brewing. Okay, so it starts brewing right away. So it just started brewing. Let's just take a quick peek. There's the water coming out. Okay, so it's been brewing for about 4 minutes. I got my timer set over here, and we're almost to the 4-cup mark. So it brews about a cup a minute. Let's check the temperature. A little tricky. About 175. Yeah, so the coffee coming out is about 175 going into the pot. Again, don't lift this up. This could be hot, but let's just take a peek. There's the coffee grounds. So towards the end of the brew, you do get a little bit of steam, and it gets a little bit louder towards the end of the brew. Okay, so right about the 6-minute mark is when it's finishing up. So this coffee maker does not beep at you, but when it's done brewing, it says keep warm. That's to let you know that the warming plate is still on. The warming plate will automatically shut off. The warming plate will shut off 2 hours after it's done brewing. So let's see how the carafe pours, and let's see how hot our coffee is. So the carafe pours really nice, very nice. We can put it back. Let's see how hot the cup of coffee is. About 162, 163, that's still a really hot cup of coffee. I've been drinking the coffee out of here. It makes a very good pot of coffee. Okay, so let's see how the coffee grounds did. So yeah, they did very good. It didn't overflow the coffee grounds. Again, cleanup is very simple. There's this little handle. It's not going to drip on you when you take this and recycle this or throw this away. That is dishwasher safe. And again, it brewed whatever amount of water you put back here is what it's going to brew. This is a very nice coffee maker. It's very versatile. You can do a full pot of coffee or just a single serve. I really like this coffee maker, and I'm glad I purchased it. Thanks everybody for watching.